Good to see you all, okay? God, it's been like a whole weekend without you guys. I'm so sorry that I'm finishing up the setup when we already started. Welcome to the live, guys. Welcome to the live. Good to see you all. How are you all doing? Good morning, good afternoon, good evening from wherever you're watching me from. My name is Omboy. Thank you so much for tuning in. Oh my God, yet another day to be here. I am so grateful to be able to show up. It really means so much to me. Just being consistent, it really means so much to me. Yes, I'm trying to finish the setup. Welcome to the live, guys. Welcome to the live. Good to see you all. My name is Womboy. Ooh, we are just here setting up. Guys, welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. My name is Womboy. Thank you so much for tuning in. You are actually in the right place, and you can subscribe, you can like, you can share, You are actually at home, Yes. Yet another day. Let me know where you're watching me from. Welcome to the live. Say hi. How was your weekend? Today is yet another Monday. And on Mondays we're usually rejuvenated, like even on the channel, Monday I'm usually like rejuvenated. You wouldn't expect that for something that's not official, like something that you're not employed by someone. You would expect that your Mondays would just be spontaneous and like you're just feeling so bad that the weekend is over. But honestly, I am usually so psyched up on Mondays. Let me make sure that I'm getting your charts. Sometimes my phone doesn't give me the charts, so yeah. Oh, Dimas, like the live, share the love, sub the queen. Hujambo from Kenya. Welcome. Thank you, Dimas, for tuning in. How are you doing? Good to see you yet another time. Welcome. Hi, pretty lady. Hi, you, Dimas. Good to see you. How was your weekend? So me personally, I had a great week. Not a great one, okay? I think I'm just saying something that, these days when somebody asks you, are you doing okay? You just say you're doing okay. My weekend was spontaneous, random, and all of that, but it was still a normal weekend. I was traveling, so the last time you saw me, guys, I was I was out of town, but now I'm back in town. So yeah, welcome to the live, and we are yet here again to continue with our lives, to continue with the live. God, okay, like the live, share the love, sub the queen. And today our topic is so random today. Can a woman trust a man to provide for her? Can a woman trust a man to provide for her? Okay, and that topic is gonna be fire. Yes. So let us get some likes in here so that we can even get started, Yes. Guys, like the live before we even get started. Like the live, share the love, sub the queen. Hujambo from Kenya. How are you guys doing? Yes. Let me know which country are you watching me from. Like the live so that we can get started. You can see from the topic of the day, can a woman trust a man to provide for her? So that's what we are gonna be talking about. Thank you so much, guys. We have you all in here, guys. Like, we're just getting started. My name is Womboy. Thank you so much for coming in. Thank you for joining in. So we're getting started. Can a woman trust a man to provide for her? So that's our topic for the day. And if you want to hear more about that, stay tuned in. We're just getting started. Yeah. So the weekend was great. Actually, I have a video up. I did a room tour of the place that I was staying at. It's really a really nice video. I really like it. Yes. So apart from the heavy rains that we've had from Friday up to Sunday, we're just fine. It's cold, but we are holding on fine. Yes, guys. Welcome to the live. Say hi. Let me know how you guys are doing. I think we're just gonna get started. while you guys continue liking and subscribing, okay? Can a woman trust a man to provide for her? So that's what we're talking about today. And the reason why we're talking about this, or like the reason why I felt that this topic is necessary, is like, of course, in this modern society, in the modern society right now, we know that like women are independent, or like women are educated and independent, and they're able to provide for themselves. But then at the same time, we have men who are traditional men who really want to still provide for their women, okay? But then there's this whole narrative going on social media or online, people telling women, you know what, don't sit back and like wait for somebody to provide for you, because there's gonna be disrespect, there's going to be a lot of uncertainty, you know. So I'm asking a question, and it's a really serious question. Can a woman trust a man to provide for her? Okay, we both know that a man can provide, but can a woman trust a man to provide for her? Gudani Mudau says, my love, so beautiful. Thank you so much. Welcome to the live. How are you doing? Can a woman trust a man to provide for her? Can a woman trust a man to provide for her? Okay, so as we all know, traditionally, men used to be the providers in the households, okay? Men used to be the ones who are bringing everything in, and then the women would just stay back at home, take care of the household, take care of the children, and everything that entails staying at home, okay? But you know what? So many cultures still believe that, most of the cultures still believe that the man should be providing for the household. Yeah, so men still feel that way, some men don't feel that way, but women, this whole feel of like, okay, am I gonna sit here and allow somebody to provide for me, and then they're gonna be taking advantage of me? So that's our topic for the day. Jacob, hello, welcome to the live, guys. Thank you so much for tuning in. Gudani Mudau says, my love, so beautiful. Thank you so much, guys. Welcome to the live. My name is Wamboi. Thank you so much for tuning in. And if this is your first time you're seeing me, I was born and raised in Kenya. Let me know which country you're from. I can see we have some people in here. We have Jacob in the building. Thank you so much for tuning in. So we are talking about, can a woman trust a man to provide for her? Can a woman trust a man to provide for her? Jacob says, your country is beautiful, Mumbai. You know what, Jacob? You keep calling me Mumbai. I think your keyboard like misbehaving. Gudani Muda says, you need more likes. You know, tell people to hit those likes. Can a woman trust a man to provide for her? Okay. And as I said, the reason we're talking about this is like, we've seen so many situations where like a woman just sits back in the house, give birth to children, be a wife. Mumbai. Can you look at what you're typing? Wamboi is my name. Wamboi. But you know what? Sometimes even when I'm typing my name, the autocorrect usually call me Mumbai, but my name is Wamboi. So many cultures still believe that men should be taking care of the household, especially financially. So some women still feel that the man should be the provider. Jacob says, a man's love is never cheated. Oh my God. I don't know if I am the one who is not familiar to the word. Yes, Wamboi, that's right. Yes, that's how you write it, not Mumbai. Okay, guys, I'm asking, yes, you got that right. You got that part right, okay? I'm asking, can a woman trust a man to provide for her? Can a woman trust a man to provide for her? You can put it down in your own words. Because like I have seen situations where women have trusted this man, or like when you guys sorry, my phone is dyslexic. Okay, you know, I know that part, like when you're trying to type something and your phone automatically tells itself. Okay, so I was saying, I've seen situations where a woman just, maybe most of the time, usually like they are married, they have children together, and the woman just stays back at home puts her career on hold for so that she can be able to protect the house, to be there, yeah, to just stay back in the house and like look after the children, you know, as the man provides. But most of the time, maybe at the end of it all, they end up being divorced. The woman have this whole thing of starting over. Okay, so that's why I'm asking the question, can a woman trust a man to provide for her? Jacob says a woman is powerful and is always right. Okay, yeah, so I have okay, so I really have an honest question here. So if your partner lost their job, how long would you support them? If your partner lost their job, how long would you support them? And actually, this one is not even women or men. We are talking about partner. If your partner lost their job, how long would you support them without feeling tired, without feeling like they are being a burden? You know, if your partner lost, or if your partner lost the way they were able to provide for you, how long would you support them? Okay, that's actually an honest question, because most people won't support you for so long. Most people will tell you, you know what, don't you worry, I'm gonna be there for you. But then after some time, you know, human beings, we are still humans. People get tired. Jacob says a man can raise a family. A woman can raise a family. A man can't. Okay. Okay, yeah, that part is right. Okay, okay. Typically, I feel like a man can raise a family, but literally the children will be broken. This that type of nurturing that a woman does have. So I see that. Okay, so if your partner lost their job, how long would you support them? If your partner lost their job, how long would you support them without being tired, without telling them, oh, like you know what I'm saying? Because human beings are human beings. So if your partner lost their job, how long would you support them without feeling like tired? You know, actually, honestly, I normally say that men are actually very good people, because most women wouldn't provide for a long time. But the way men, but you know, it's just because men are naturally providers and women are supposed to be the receivers. Yeah, so I feel like men can last for a long time, but women would. Okay, as a woman, can you support a man for such a long time if they lost their job, or will you start complaining? Okay. Uh-huh. Women are the best. A man can't survive without a woman. He typically can, but maybe it won't be the best situation. If your partner, I have a question pinned right there, guys. Let me know. Answer. How long would you support them? You can tell us the months that if your partner lost their. Oh my God, I just typed badly. I don't know if I can edit. No, I'm not allowed to edit. So, but if your partner lost their job, how long would you support them? How long would you support them? Guys, welcome to the live. My name is Wamboy. Good to see you all. You can say hi. Let me know how you guys are doing. My name is Wamboy. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. So it's yet another Monday, and we are asking a question. Can a woman trust a man to provide for her? Because most of the time men do provide, but it takes away the confidence that you had. You serve, says hi, okay. So in the modern day, many women are educated, working. Some believe financial independence gives women freedom and security. Okay, most people do believe that, and I'm actually one of those people who honestly believe that. But it's just because I was told that growing up. My mom used to always tell me, like, you need to work hard, you need to put yourself out there. Don't ever wait for a man to provide for you. But you know what, I don't know if it's because I was in that situation or what, but she always told me, like, you know what, just work hard in school, keep going, keep pushing, literally. Like, and then also my dad was telling me that, like, oh my God, just go to school, work hard. Don't be one of those women who sit down and like you are asking your man to buy salt for you, or everything to the T, like everything exclusively. So I grew up with that mentality, and I'm one of those modern women who do believe that like financial independence can give you freedom. It gives you the ability to say no when it's necessary, yes when it's necessary. And you know what, depending on somebody fully can be risky. I don't know if you guys believe that, like depending on somebody fully can actually be very risky, because you literally do not know what you're getting yourself into. You literally know what you're getting yourself into, but then most of the time you don't foresee the problems that might come in. The person may start being disrespectful. Yusuf says, I am a man who supports women and I don't need any support from them. I take full responsibility. Wow. Wow. I think you are one of those traditional men. But how long would you... Okay, you don't need any help, okay? But there is a question for you. Oh, so when you provide exclusively, do you then like take away the freedom from your lady? Like literally she has to report to you when she's doing stuff. She has to report to you when she's going somewhere. Abby Martinez says, hey superwoman. Hey you Abby, good to see you. Welcome to the live. Dreaded domain. Hello. Hello, you guys. So we are saying, how can a woman trust a man to provide for her? Okay, we've seen situations when women have trusted their men to provide for them, got married, started living together, but then in the long run, this man will ends up embarrassing you. Maybe you guys, you know, you put your career on hold, you put it on the side, you don't follow your dreams, you get married to somebody, and then at the end of the day, you know, you're trusting on them, or like you want them to provide for you exclusively. But then at the end of the day, they don't do that. They do not do that. Or maybe they get tired along the way. So that's why we are asking the question, can a woman trust a man to provide for her? Milandre Swart says, hi. Hi, good to see you. Dreader, type something, okay? So there is the risk of full financial... Okay, when you're fully financially depending on somebody, there's a risk. There's the loss of independence. Because when you are independent, you can wake up today and be like, you know what, I need to go someplace, some random place. You could even wake up today and you're like, you know what, I need to wake up in Maldives. But because you're independent, you can do that. But when you're depending on somebody, sometimes you cannot do that, because it's like, okay, are you planning the trip on somebody else's bill? You know what I'm saying? So that one can be tricky. Guys, welcome to the live. My name is Wambo. Good to see you all. It's yet another day. I normally go live Monday through Thursday, 5 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. You can always be looking for me. I was born and raised in Kenya, and I have so much that you guys can be able to consume on my channel. I normally go live every day, so you can always be looking for me, okay? And we are asking a question today. Can a woman trust a man to provide for her? You know, it's one thing to say, you know, my man will provide, but can you trust him? Can you trust that he'll be there for you through thick and thin? Can you trust that he won't disappoint you? Can you trust that, like, he will be the one that stays, okay? So there's also another thing that I've been observed. When you have somebody that's providing for you exclusively, there is power imbalance in a relationship, especially when you're living together. Okay, most of the time, the person who is providing is the decision maker in the family, okay? The person who is providing has all the power, okay? So I think that's a really hard one for women, because if you allow somebody to provide for you exclusively, then where are you left at? You're left at a position where, like, you're just in a corner waiting for somebody to make decisions for you. So that one gets taken away. Guys, and I would like to know you guys' opinion. So should women always have their own money no matter what? Do you believe that women should always have their own money, even if they are being provided for? Okay, let me type that. Do you think that women should have their own money? You know what? I won't type. I'll keep saying it so you guys can hear it. And if somebody is willing to respond, you can respond. Should women always have their own money no matter what? Should women always have their own money no matter what? You know what? I kind of like, I see why you would like to just sit back and have somebody provide for you, because I am traditional in that aspect, and I don't have a problem with that. But there is a problem, okay? So you don't have the You literally should have your own money. Can you imagine in the middle of nowhere your period have started and you have to contact someone to send you money? It's, you know what, asking for help is embarrassing. Okay, it's not embarrassing. I've seen you guys on social media saying that like nobody should be afraid to ask for help, but the truth is, like, I think women should have their own money. Should women always have their own money no matter what? Guys, that's the question that I'm asking. Should women have their own money no matter what? Yusuf says, I live in Europe and life here is completely different from Africa, and the women are different too. So how are they different? How are the women different in Europe? Yusuf, guys, welcome to the live. You can send in your opinions. Milandre says hi. Cheryl Award says hi. Hi Cheryl, good to see you. Milandre Swat says you're so beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Let me type this. Should women always have their own money no matter what? What's your opinion, guys? Because my opinion is women should always have their own money. Because can you imagine, like, in the middle of nowhere, your period have started and you have to contact somebody and they tell you they don't have the money. What do you do in that situation? What do you do? And you know, men can be good people and also they can be evil, you know? So what do you do in that situation? Guys, welcome to the live. Should women always have their own money no matter what? Yeah, so you can have your husband's money, but literally it will never be your money, because when all is said and done, it's like you don't have nothing. Okay, you don't. Okay, when people are married, that's a whole different story, because your finances can be combined. But before that, like your boyfriend, that's not your money. I don't care how rich they are, it's not your money at all. So in your opinion, should women always have their own money no matter what? So in my opinion, women should always have their own money. Okay, especially if you cannot trust this person. Okay, especially if this person has proven not to be consistent. Because first of all, when you are allowing somebody to provide for you, it's like you're putting yourself in a point of vulnerability. Okay, you're vulnerable, you're very vulnerable. Okay, Yusuf says women in Europe are looking for love, not money. And there is that. Okay, and why are they looking for love, not money? Because they are working, they have their own jobs, they are doing their own things. So which means when they are out there, they are not looking for money because they already have a job. So you brought up a very good point. Yusuf says women in Europe are looking for love, not money. Okay, and I do believe also in African countries there are women who are looking for love, not money. But then at the same time, let me tell you, the place where you're born, it really dictates how your life ends up. The country that you're born. Okay, let me tell you, if I was born in Europe, I would be a totally different person. Okay, my mentality, my mindset, the way I see money, the way I see finances. Actually, as a matter of fact, even if I was born in an African country but still in another different household, my thinking would have been different. My mindset, my everything would have been different. So yes, it does dictate that. But why do you think women in Europe are looking for love, not money? I honestly, in my opinion, is because most of them do have their own jobs. They have their own businesses going on. So which means when they are looking for love out there, it's not always about the money. But honestly, personally, I don't see anything that's bad with like looking for somebody who is financially stable. I literally don't see any problem with that, because most of our parents in African countries, do you know most of the parents in African countries never married for money? They honestly just married because that's what was best to do. Like, for example, my mom, she didn't marry for money, because we all know if she married for money, we would have been in a totally different situation. So traditionally, African women didn't marry for money. They did marry for, okay, it wasn't even love. It was, you are marrying because that's what you do when you become an adult. That's what they used to do. That's what you do when you are an adult. You just get married. So there is that. Okay, there is that. But of course, I normally watch Love is Blind. The and I see how these women, mostly they're usually in their 30s, which means this person have already built for them. They're not looking for a home to move to. They're not looking for nothing. They're just there to look for love. And I do admire how they're able to do that. Okay, so I think to my question, for me, okay, should women always have their own money no matter what? I think yes. I think yes. You shouldn't get comfortable until you know that like you can be able to provide for yourself something at least. Yourself says I'm African and live in Europe and I agree with you. Okay? Yes. Let me tell you the environment that you're born into, where you're able to move to, it literally depends. Let me tell you, if you pick me up with and then you put me in another not third world country, a country where there's opportunities, there's jobs, I would be a totally different person. So first of all, I sometimes I do kind of like get offended when I see people from developed countries look down on people from third world countries, and it's like these people are lazy or what. Let me tell you, people in African countries work so hard. Like we work so hard, like literally we do so hard work than even people in countries that are first world. We work so hard than they will ever do. Okay, so there is that. So would you date someone who is unemployed but ambitious? Okay, let me type that. Would you date somebody who is unemployed but ambitious? Guys, welcome to the live. My name is Wamboi. I was born and raised in Kenya, and this is I Am Wamboi Live. Let me know how you're doing. Let me know which country are you watching me from. Let me know how was your weekend. Thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. I am typing the question because I kind of like you guys to be able to read for yourself. Would you date someone who is unemployed but ambitious? You suffer says the women here work and have jobs, but they lack love because they feel lonely, but they lack love. Okay. And you know what, that's also the negative part of like, okay, in African countries you can easily find love. Okay, that one is for sure. You can easily find love. Okay, but because most of these women in countries where there is opportunities, first of all, you focus on building yourself, which means by the time you are looking out there for a person to marry you or for you to marry, you're already 35. Okay, and what are the odds at 35? I'm not saying that I don't think that there is an expiry date for any gender. I don't think that there is an expiry date for women. I don't think there is an expiry date for men, but society does. Okay, society thinks that there is an expiration date. So that's why most of the time you find out these people are usually successful, they have things to offer, but they are lonely. Okay, which you won't find in, because African countries, they are family oriented. Most of us, we are even in contact with like cousin of our parents. We are in contact with them. So you see that. Would you date someone who is unemployed but ambitious? Okay, so that's an honest question. Would you date somebody who is unemployed but ambitious? Honestly, at this point in my life, I think because, okay, and I like to be really honest right here. Me personally, I didn't grow up in a privileged home. Okay, we were privileged in different ways, but I didn't grow up in a privileged home. So I'm not a privileged person. So asking me, would you date someone who is unemployed but ambitious? I think as a man, for me to, I think you just need to have something going on. You can be ambitious. But you can be ambitious. I can date you if you're ambitious, but I'm not settling for ambition. Okay, because first of all, that's what my parents settled for. That's what our parents settled for. They saw ambition. They saw this man could be this man could be that, and that's why we are here. That's why we had like a sad childhood. That's why we had a childhood full of chaos. Yeah, you know what? Right now, honestly, I don't want to date like ambition. I don't want to date a promise. I really want to date something that I can literally see. Like, this is what this person is bringing to the table, and that's it, okay? Because literally, even for me, I don't want them to date me because of like, oh, in future she's going to be the governor, okay? I don't, because literally I am ambitious and I know I'll accomplish things, but I don't want them to date me for that. I want them to date me for the person that I am today. I want them to date me because I am on boy. I want them to date me because they like me, okay? Is that I don't want anybody to date me for who I can become. Like, if I go to the gym, I might lose weight. Don't date me for that, okay? Date me because you like one boy. Date me because you can see the ambition in me, okay? Don't date me because you see the person that I'll be 10 years from now. No, date me because you see right now. So that's why I say that I wouldn't date somebody for their ambition. I would date them for who they are right now. Because what if now you're gonna be giving them pressure to become something that they are not? So that's what I think, okay? So there's the whole argument for dependence. And guys, remember, we are talking about, can a woman trust a man to provide for her? There's this whole conversation online, especially women who are successful telling other women who are not successful to like, oh, why are you getting married and depending on a man? Why are you giving birth to a man when you don't okay, like the whole thing of like, when you get pregnant, you have a child, just know that's your child, because most of these men will embarrass you and stuff. So this is where the conversation stems from. But now I'm asking the question, can a woman trust a man to provide for her? Okay, honestly, I do think, honestly, me personally, I see you can trust a man to provide for you, but you really need to know that you know them, because the moment that's vulnerability right there, okay? It's like bringing somebody into your business. They're gonna know everything that happens with you. So can you trust this man to provide for you, guys? That's the question of the day, and my name is Wamboy. Thank you so much for tuning in, okay? We were talking about power imbalance. The person who pays the bill literally determines, or like says what happens in the household. They can, you know what? A man can even tell you like, no, don't go there. They can, because I kind of like, I'm traditional, and I like having my man provide. I like having my man be the man that he's supposed to be. But then at the same time, I don't like the way like you have to borrow permission to go someplace, okay? So there is so if you're having somebody provide for you, there is financial vulnerability. If you have a man provide for you, you're being financially vulnerable. You might not see it now, but in case you guys have a problem, in case you guys are not agreeing, you are out there, okay? You are out there, like, yes. Literally, you're vulnerable. You are like an orphan. There is some arguments for dependence. Some women want to focus on raising children or managing the home. So that's the argument of like many women not wanting to work. And still, it's the same explanation for men who want their women to stay at home. So some men prefer to be the providers while their women stay back at home. And that's okay. But still, the question is, can you trust this man to be, can a woman trust a man to provide for her? That's the question of the day, guys. You can send in your greetings. My name is Wamboy. Thank you so much for tuning in. And we do ask the hard questions right here. We normally go live Monday through Thursday, 5 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. You can always be looking for me at that hour. So, and then the topic of the day is like, can a woman trust a man to provide for her? In your opinion, can a woman trust a man to provide for her? Let me know you guys' opinion. Let me know, can you trust your man to provide for you? Or if you're a man, can you provide for somebody exclusively without getting tired? So, also, it also bringing up the question of like, is a man's value measured by his ability to provide? Is a man's value measured by his ability to provide? I think men measure themselves by their ability to provide. That's not something that women put on them, but like, you'll see, men are very confident when they're providing. They are. But when a man feels like he cannot do something for you, something that you really need, especially if they love you, let me tell you, if a man wants, he will. That's a definite one. So I feel like most men have tied their value to the what they bring to the table. And because the society tells us that, we've learned how to do that. We've learned how to tie the value of what a man brings to the table. We've learned how to do that. So is financial independence, there's another question of like, is financial independence ruining relationships? Okay, is financial independence ruining relationships? I really don't think so. I don't think financial independence ruin relationship, but I feel like if a man is looking for a woman to stay at home, and then you're over there and you're financially independent, of course it's not gonna work. That's why there should be the conversation of like, how do you want, okay, before you get married, that's why there should be a conversation of like, how do you want your person to be? Okay, how do you want your woman to be? A stay-at-home mother? Do you want your okay? um Mufti Mistake says move. Okay, okay. Cynthia Nyambura says hi. Hi Cynthia, good to see you. Welcome to the live, guys. Welcome to the live. It's raining over here right now. I can hear the rain pouring. I don't know if it's raining where you are. Let me know how you guys are doing. My name is Omboy. Thank you so much for tuning in. We are saying, can a woman trust a man to provide for her, or will it be a problem? Okay, will it be like, okay, you know what? When you guys divorce this person, are they going to be like fair to you? Are you going to be starting from scratch? So that's the question that we are asking ourselves. It's literally a hard question, but these are the questions that we should ask ourselves before you get ourselves into any situation. Okay, you know what, I literally need some, wow, God, if we just keep quiet, can you listen to the rain? Wow, it's raining, it's pouring. Good morning, beautiful. So we're asking, is a man's value measured by his ability to provide? I think yes, to some extent, but it literally depends with your agreement, or like, is your man comfortable with him not being able to provide? But I don't think that should be the measure of his value, because it's really sad that we are in a society that how we measure people's value is like by how much they can be able to give, how are they able to provide. It's really sad that we live in such a society, but I don't think a man's value should be tied to how they can be able to provide. But unfortunately, that does dictate how they are treated, you know. Oh my God, it's raining. So would you stay at home if your partner could fully provide? Would you stay at home if your partner could fully provide? Yes, I could. Okay, but then at the same time, I'm a type of person, like right now I really don't need to even work. Okay, I can stay at home comfortably, just watch television the whole day. I can just be sleeping right now, but I'm a type of person who I really want to be doing something. Would you stay at home if your partner could fully provide? My answer is yes, but then at the same time, I think it's because of like the way I have been traumatized by lack, or like lacking. When you grow up with nothing, or when you grow up with like just the fear of like lacking, it kind of changes you. It does change you. Like, it does change you. It's not the same again. Like, you cannot be the same person again. You cannot even surrender. You can literally, you cannot even allow somebody to just provide. Okay? You can, but you have to literally trust them. So would you stay at home if your partner could fully provide? That's a question that maybe you can answer in the comments. So is it inconvenient for a woman to depend on a man financially? I wouldn't say it's inconvenient, but it's literally not the best thing, okay? Because human beings are human beings. This person can wake up tomorrow, start slapping you, slapping the hell out of you because they can, okay? They're providing for you, and what will you do? Hey, I'm so sorry, I'm so sorry. Because you depend on them, okay? When you're able to provide for yourself, you can be able to walk away from such situations. I do believe most women who are in abusive situations is because these people are providing for them. So which means they don't have an option than just to like be there and maybe flinch, okay, when the man walks in, flinch. But you know, that's why I think it's necessary for a woman to think about like, what can I do if I'm not doing this? That's why education is really important. Like right now I can stay at home and just be, but you know what, I do have a degree, and it's like, if anything, I know I can be able to pick myself up. I know I can do that. I can be able to pick myself up. But can a woman just stay at home? The question is, would you stay at home if your partner could fully provide? Would you stay at home if your partner could fully provide? So my answer is yes, but then at the same time, I really need to be doing something. Or I really need to know that I have like backup. I have something that I can fall back on. Ask Chopper says, where in Africa are you? I'm in Kenya. I'm Kenyan. I was born and raised in Kenya. How are you, Ask Chopper? Where are you from? Guys, welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Would you stay home? Would you stay at home if your partner could be able to fully provide? Guys, my name is Wamboi. I was born and raised in Kenya. Good to see you all. It's yes, another Monday, another amazing day. You guys like the live, share the love, sub the queen, and I am the Queen Hujambo from Kenya. My name is Wamboi. Thank you so much, you guys, for tuning in. Yes, so we are asking, would you stay at home if your partner could fully provide? And of course, the topic of the day, we are asking the question of like, can a woman trust a man to provide for her? And I have talked about the situation where like when a man provides for you, he can just slap you. He can wake up and tell you, don't do that. Like literally, you're just being vulnerable, okay? And I said that I can stay at home and have somebody provide for me, but I really need to know that I have something to fall back on, because you know, let's face it, human beings are human beings. You'll wake up, somebody has an attitude. You'll wake up, somebody doesn't want you no more. What will you do? Start over from scratch, and maybe you've already dedicated 15 years of your life to them. You know what I'm saying? So it's really a hard topic to even talk about. Like, would you stay at home if your partner could fully provide? Yeah, so literally this topic brings up, and also yesterday was Women's Day. So happy Women's Day to all the women. But also it brings to the point of like how life is difficult for women. Okay, the men have the hard part because they're the providers. They're the ones who are expected to provide. But also for a woman, if you don't have something that you're doing, it really puts you in a very vulnerable situation. I have seen women who have maybe separated with their men, but then this person have left you with 5 children, and you don't have a job, you don't have something to fall back on. See, this person just messed up your life. So that, I think that's why we are being told, like, as a woman, you need to be educated, you need to be informed, you need to be out there looking for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Yes, guys. Welcome to the live. My name is Wamboi. Thank you so much for tuning in. I was born and raised in Kenya, and this is I Am Wamboi Live. Guys, like the live, share the love, sub the queen. My name is Wamboi. Guys, for the question of the day, we are asking, can a woman trust a man to provide for her? Can a woman trust a man to provide for her? Okay. So literally, we do have lots of questions right here. Do you think a man should be the main provider in a relationship? Do you think a man should be the main provider in a relationship? Honestly, yes, because it helps the man, okay? The man being the provider, it helps him feel like the provider, because I honestly feel like men are naturally meant to be providers, or they are meant to be the head of the family. And if you're not allowing him to be a man, how will he feel like a man? So I do see that, like, yeah, I do believe men should be the main provider. Even if the woman is working, her money is just for buying some random stuff. It isn't for it shouldn't be the one that's buying the house. It can be. People can have joint accounts, but I feel like it helps the man to know that he's the man of the house. Okay, guys, welcome to the live. My name is Wamboy. Good to see you all. Good to see you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. Moses Mandu says, yes, a woman can trust a man to provide. The real question is, can you trust a woman to find a man? Wow. Oh, you know, can you trust a woman to find a man? What does that mean? Can you trust a woman to find a man? Women always find men, okay? Yes, a woman can trust a man to provide. Okay, but you know what? The reason why this question is even coming up is because we've seen men who have been very mean to women, especially being controlling, telling you what to do, you know. Brian McCoy is like, hello Brian, good to see you, welcome to the live. You know, the reason why this question is even coming up, or like the reason why we are asking, can a woman trust a man to provide? Can a woman trust a man to provide? The reason we are even asking is because already we have seen men who are not literally men. Literally, you trust somebody with your life. You give 6 children for him. You give birth to 6 children for him, and then at the end of the day, you guys end up separating. And he's all immature, not even providing for his own children. So that's why I think that women need a backup plan in terms of finances. Okay. Ask Chopper says, love from South Africa. Yeah, thank you. It's close to possible for a man to just leave a woman that helped build him. Your job as a woman is just to devote yourself in believing in your man and support him. It's close. Let me read that again. It's close to possible for a man to just leave a woman that helped build him. Your job as a woman is to devote yourself in believing in your man. And you know what? That's the other annoying part, okay? You can be with a man and help him build an empire. You guys can build an empire together. But then when he gets up there, you're not his type anymore. You can find a man with zero confidence whatsoever. You find a man who doesn't believe in himself. You find a man who is having issues, he's in debt. You guys come together. Of course, you know, when a man is in a relationship, they're usually confident. You can literally help build a man. You can build an empire with a man, and he's gonna leave you. He's gonna leave you when he gets up there. He's gonna leave you, and he's gonna look for somebody who is his type. Because apparently, you know, the moment somebody is in this level, he finds somebody on that level. So when you help a man build an empire, he's up there. You're not gonna be good for him anymore. He will look people to have, or like people who are worth bringing to meetings, people who are prettier more than you know. That's the problem, okay? That's the problem. And Axe brought that up. You can literally help build a man. You can literally build a man from the ground up. But then when he gets up there, you're not his type anymore. And you can't help him. So you have to make sure the moment you're building somebody, even if it's a woman or a man, you have to make sure you guys are growing together. You have to make sure you guys are growing together, because otherwise you will live in bitterness for your whole entire life. Brian McCoy says, you look beautiful. Thank you so much. Moses Mandu says, then you blame all men for shortcomings of children. No, not the shortcomings of children, okay? Not the shortcomings of children, but you can't blame men for like not showing up, okay? For not being there. You know, you talk to a woman into becoming your wife, she become your wife, you have 5 children with her, and then at the end of the day you leave her and you don't even take financial responsibility for the children that you helped create. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. So the question is, can a woman trust a man to provide for her? I think, and I said this at the beginning, you can. Oh, it's because I haven't been reading from the computer. Okay, read up. I can see the other comments. Let me see. Oh, you said, yes, a woman can trust a man to provide. The real question is, can you trust a woman to find a man? I read that. Then the other one was, then you blame all men for the shortcomings of children. Okay, read up. You missed one comment. The comment didn't show up. Sorry. Normally says, yes, you can trust a man to provide for, because it's like a reflex or instinct to provide for who we love and what. Oh, that. You know what? That's really nice, and that's what I wanted to say. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. Yeah, it didn't post. It didn't show up. Oh, normally says yes, you can trust a man to provide for you because it's literally in their instinct. Yes, and that's why I said men are really nice people, okay? Because there was a question here that was asking, if your partner lost their job, how long would you support them? Okay? And I think I said, like, for women, because we are not naturally providers, most women will get tired of you when they have to provide for you. And I said men are really nice people because honestly, the way men take other people's burden, like your man can provide for you exclusively and not feel any problem. It's really interesting to see that. But the question is normally, like, can you trust that, like, during the times when you guys are not in terms, during the time when your relationship is rocky, can you trust that he will continue providing? Can you trust that he will continue being there for you in the moment where, like, you guys have children already and you're being separated? Will this person still show up for you? Can you trust to put your career on hold for this man? Okay, somebody from South Africa brought up the concept of, like, you will literally help build a man from the ground up, but then when he gets there, you're not his type no more, you know. So guys, welcome to the live. My name is Wambui. We are asking the hard question: can a woman trust a man to provide for her? Guys, you can like the live. You know what, we need some 15 likes in here. If you know you're joining in and you haven't liked, like guys, that really helps. Okay. Moses says something didn't post. I said, yeah, something didn't post. Would you mind maybe typing it one more time? Guys, welcome. My name is Wambui. Let me know your opinions. Let me know which country are you watching me from. Would you trust a man to provide for you? Would you trust, if you're a woman? And the men in the chat, can we trust you guys to provide for us? Because we've seen what have happened to the traditional women. Like, men used to be the sole providers, but then what did these women get? Slaps, disrespect, cheating, all this type of stuff. Even a man, you know what, even, let me tell you, even these men used to have the audacity of even marrying another person and bringing the other person home and, like, you know what, there's two people in here, because of course you're not providing, you're being provided for. What will you say? Okay, there's so many questions that I've asked, and you guys, if you're just joining in, you can go back and watch. You literally, there's so much that you can interact with on my channel. Please guys, you can watch all of that. So I asked, is it inconvenient for a woman to depend on a man financially? And I said, I wouldn't say that's inconvenient. I wouldn't say it's inconvenient for a woman to depend on a man financially, but at the same time, is it the best thing? No, it's not the best thing, because human beings are human beings and they can get tired at any point. Moses Mandu says YouTube sucks because it doesn't tell you when something didn't pistol. Oh, why it didn't post? Okay, you know, like, maybe you said something that YouTube doesn't like. Maybe because, of course, these things, it's AI and there's that. Guys, welcome to the live. Good to see you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you. We're asking the hard question: can a woman trust a man to provide for her? Okay, can love survive financial imbalance? So that's the other question that we're asking. Can love survive financial imbalance? I do think love can drive that, especially if it's like if the woman is just at home and the man has the money, that one can drive. But when it's the other way around, there's usually hiccups, because men confidence usually go down when they cannot provide. Okay, so the men's confidence normally go down when they cannot provide, which is literally a problem. So Moses Mandu says, my stuff isn't posting, I don't know why. Maybe you can try and change the words. Maybe it will post. Guys, welcome to the live. Good to see you all. Good to see you all. Thank you so much for tuning in. So can love survive financial imbalance? I feel like it can when the man is the one who is having the upper hand. Love can survive financial imbalance if the man is the one that's having the upper hand. But when it's the woman who is having the upper hand, then we literally have a problem, because first of all, the man will be dealing with like insecurity, low confidence and stuff. So in your opinion, do you think love can survive financial imbalance? Me personally, I think it can, but it can if the man is the one who is having the upper hand. But if it's the other way around, then I think it's a problem. Okay, let me tell you, the other thing that I wanted to say is like, the moment as a woman you are depending on somebody financially, your body doesn't belong to you anymore. Like, your body doesn't belong to you anymore. Somebody else is dictating about your body. Okay, I was watching something yesterday. It was a doctor who was saying that she's had patients who come to her and ask her, can you please write a medical note, or like a letter for me? Can you write a letter for me that I cannot have sex until maybe 2 months or 3 months have passed? Like, literally, women come to her to tell her to write them a letter so that the husband doesn't demand to have sexual encounter with her, because men apparently after the 6 weeks they just want to force themselves at you. Okay, so I was watching that, and I was like, you know what, when you're not even in a position to, when you don't have the finances, you are literally sitting there, somebody is providing for you, you literally also do not have power over your own body. Your body is treated like an incubator. You just gave birth, or you had a cesarean section. But you know what, because I'm the provider of this house and I have needs. So this person really wants to sleep with you, and you just gave birth the other day. Okay, so I think money helps such situations, because when you're in a position where like you can be yourself, your body is not going to be treated like an incubator. Okay, so and then the world talks to women like their womb is public property. Like, and that's the moment that you don't have finances, your womb is literally a public property. Your body doesn't belong to you, it belongs to your man. Okay, yeah, when you don't have finances, your decisions are your choices is who you're gonna be. Are you gonna have children? It's a public decision, it's a community decision. Okay, but then when you can be able to do this stuff for yourself, it really changes the whole narrative. Okay, without finances, you can't even sit there and say, I don't want this, I don't want that, because why don't you want those things? You're not even in a position to protect yourself. Yes, guys, welcome to the live. Good to see you all, guys. Like the live. Would you date someone who's unemployed? I think we've covered most of these things, but what is the bottom line of this story? Okay, can a woman trust a man? Can a woman trust a man to provide for her? Guys, let me know your opinions. So right now I'm gonna just be reading opinions, and then of course I'm gonna go to the kitchen with you guys. Noah Momanyi says hello Noah, good to see you. In your opinion, can a woman trust a man to provide for her? Thank you so much, you guys, for tuning in. We all know that times have changed, financially, physically, effortlessly, everything have literally changed. Okay, so I really don't know if you can just sit there and say that like you're gonna trust somebody to provide for you. You can, and I am one of those people who can, okay? Or I think when you trust somebody, or when it's somebody that literally you know they love you, you're gonna trust that they're not gonna disappoint you, they're not going to embarrass you, you know, and stuff like that, and they're gonna be considerate of your own needs and whatever you're battling. But then at the same time, not everybody, you cannot trust everybody. You cannot be putting your career on hold for everybody. It has to be somebody who is worth it. You cannot be putting your life on hold for random men. It has to be men who are committing to you, you know. You cannot be putting your life on hold for people who don't really care about you. So I think that's literally the bottom line. You cannot be putting your life on hold for people who really don't care about you, because I think that's the problem, and that's why we have this question: can a woman trust a man to provide for her? We have a question because there are women who have put their life on hold for men who are not worth it, okay? For men who don't really value them, for men who don't see value in women, for men who do not value what women do for them, you know. I was talking to my friend, and she has a child. She was telling me how hard it is, even when you are in the marriage and you have a child, you are literally like a single mother. That's what she was telling me, and we were laughing to think about like how you can be married and still feel like you are alone, like you don't have no one. Okay, we were literally laughing about it, but honestly we do know that it's not a laughing matter. It's literally so shameful the way like you commit yourself, you have a child, and having a child is not an easy thing, okay? You have a child with somebody, and then at the end of the day, what do you get? Disrespect. What do you get? Inconsistency. What do you get? Disrespect, you know. What do you get? You get all the negative things, okay? So literally my thing is, I think you can commit yourself, you can allow a man to provide for you, but you literally need to know which man do you allow to provide for you, okay? So I think that's the wrap up for the topic. But you know what, Wamboy is not done. I'm gonna go with you to the kitchen, guys. Yes, so let's go to the kitchen. I'm gonna be making some ugali, as we have still continuing the same conversation. Yes. I do value, I do value the randomness in my life. The last live that I did on Thursday, I was in the farm, our family's farm, and it was so spontaneous and great. So I do like that. So that's why sometimes we don't have a plan. Like right now, we are about to go to the kitchen. We will continue the discussion in the kitchen, but while still preparing dinner, okay? So guys, you can continue saying hi to me. Let me know how you guys are doing. Yes. And let me tell you guys, it is so cold, okay? It's so cold. Literally, you literally need a sweater. Welcome to the live, guys. Linus Fununu says hi. Hi, Linus. Good to see you. Welcome to the live. Let me tell you, it's so cold. Even though I try to be pretty for these shows, it's like at some point I gotta prioritize my health, you know. Let me know how you guys are doing. I want to bring you guys with me to the kitchen. Your topic. The topic is, can a woman trust a man to provide for her? Can a woman trust a man to provide for her? So that's what we are talking about. And the reason this stuff is coming up is like, we've seen men who are not reliable. We've seen men who normally like disappoint their ladies. You guys get separated, you leave her with 12 children, and you don't provide at all. So can a woman trust? Can I hold my career for a man? That's literally the question that we are asking, and we have had so many questions on this live. Let me know your questions. Can a woman trust? If you're a man, let me know. Can a woman trust you to provide for her? Will you get tired? That's literally what we are talking about right here on the live. I'm about to bring you guys with me to the kitchen. Yes, guys. wow, it's gonna be difficult to literally bring you guys with me. But you know what? We literally have to. I need to make these things taller. Welcome, guys. What the? Okay, let me not curse. What the? Guys, welcome to the live. We had literally like a blackout for a minute. Okay, so I'm bringing you guys to the kitchen, but still our topic of the day is can a woman trust a man to provide for her? Okay, or will you provide? Will I expose my vulnerability to you, and then at the end of the day I am on the wrong? Okay, so I'm about to make some ugali. You guys, we are usually so spontaneous here and random. Oof. Let me have the laptop close. I don't know. Welcome to the live, guys. Welcome to the live. Good to see you all. My name is Wamboy. Thank you so much for tuning in. So, yeah, can a woman trust a man to provide for her? So that's the topic of the day, because of course, definitely it kind of like goes, I am in the kitchen right now. Can I trust a man that he's gonna bring me some salt? Can I trust a man that like I'll have food consistently without fail? Can I trust a man for that? I think I can, but like it's not a story for so many people, but I would like to know you guys' opinion. Okay, so how I cook ugali by, so I just put some water inside like a pot. So I'm gonna wait for it to boil. And yes, I already have some ready-made greens, vegetables, and avocado. Okay. Welcome to the live, guys. Welcome to the live. Wow. Let me tell you, it's so cold right here that you just feel like crawling in bed randomly. In between the day, you just feel like, you know what? I literally do not want to be out here. Okay. Guys, ask me any question. My name is Wamboy. I was born and raised in Kenya. And this is I Am Wamboy Live. I normally go live every day, Monday through Thursday, 5 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Tebandeke James is winter. No, we're just in the rainy season. But let me tell you, it rained so much. Like we are having, okay, we are not having negative degrees, but it's really cold. Oh wow, let me tell you, my phone is really weird. Tembadeke James, he said, I am looking at the laptop right now. He said, Habari Wamboy, hi Wamboy. And then my phone translated it to, but the devil. But the devil. Wow. So my phone do think that, That my name means devil. Wow, literally interesting. Also documentaries. Hi, Warsaw documentaries. Yeah, I definitely date an unemployed person. Unemployed. So are you a gentleman or are you a lady? Because honestly, me personally, I said that I'm not trying to build no one. Because the reason why I'm here, the reason why I've lived the life that I've lived, full of struggle, is because my mom chose potential. She chose to see ambition in someone. Okay, I would date somebody who is unemployed, but literally, I need to see where your vision is headed. Okay, because even me as a lady, I don't want you to date me for potential. I don't want you to date me because you know what, she might become the next member of parliament. No, I don't want you to choose that. I want you to choose me for who I am right now. Because choosing me for who I am gonna be in future, you're literally setting yourself up for failure. What if I don't become that person that you think that I can be? What if I don't? What if I don't pursue? What if I don't exploit my potential? Okay, no, like you need to date me for who I am right now. Don't date me for the potential. Don't date me for the person that I'm gonna be 10 years from now. Because what if I don't be that person? I want you to love me for who I am right now. So that's it. So would you date somebody for their ambition? My answer is yes and no. But mostly no. Because when you date somebody for their ambition, it's like, what if they do not become what you see in them? John Simiyu, hi. And also, somebody, Malek Adek Odinga says, great and good idea. Okay. Also, the other thing is sometimes you'll build with somebody from scratch. You'll find somebody with ambition. You see the ambition in them. You help them identify their ambition, exploit it to the full potential. And then when they get there, you don't matter no more. Okay. You're nothing. When they get there, you're nothing. I've seen women build men from scratch or like help them build an empire. But then when they get there, you're not their type. Okay? So literally, it's literally a double-edged sword. You can support somebody for their potential. You can love somebody for you see, for what you see in them, not what they are. But by the end of the day, what type of person are they? What type of person are they? Okay, do you fall in love for potential? You end up with 12 children with nothing to offer, passing down a legacy of poverty, you know? Linus Fununu says, women change as a man provide without expectation. I know that women do change the same way men change. Okay, let me tell you, for years, do you know why women fought for equality? Do you know why women fought to go and work? Do you know why women fought to be able to have equal representation? Do you know why women fought for all these things? Because men were giving women a hard time. Okay, these days at least there are women who are still persevering beatings. Okay, but back in the day, it used to be like, especially in African countries, okay? Like a man disciplines you because you're the wife, okay? To the point where, like, you as a woman, you're supposed to fear your man. No, I don't want to be in such a situation, okay? So, and I honestly, I do believe men are great people. Men are good people, okay? Men are great people. Because I honestly do believe that how men are able to provide, women cannot do that. I don't believe women can be able to provide like the way men do. Men provide without expectation. Men provide because that's who they are. That's what is in them, okay? So guys, let me know, would you date somebody for their ambition? Would you marry them for their ambition, okay? They have not become what you see in them, but you see potential. Would you date them for that potential that you see in them? Would you date them for the person that they are gonna be in future that you haven't seen? That person haven't been unleashed. Would you date that? Yes, and I'm still here. I'm making some ugali. Yes, as we continue with our topic, send your ideas or like your thoughts, and I'm gonna read them out loud. My name is Wamboy. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'm having a mwiko here. This is what we use to make ugali. Unfortunately, my tripod cannot bend over so that you guys can see, but yeah, so I'm cooking, but we are still on our topic. Oh, where is the flour? Ooh. Don't tell me that I don't have ugali flour. Welcome to the live, guys. Can you guys like? We need 3 people to like and 15 likes right there. Okay? And also you guys, I normally go live every day, Monday through Thursday, 5 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, so you can always be looking for me at that hour. And also guys, we are all still on the question, can a woman trust a man to provide for her? Can I trust a man to provide for me and they won't be hitting me? Can I trust them to provide for me and they won't be having random attitude for absolutely no reason? Can I trust a man to provide and they won't... Okay, am I being vulnerable? Or what is going on? Okay, that's what we're talking about. I'm here with my ugali flour. So, I don't know, this is as real as it gets. As real as it gets. So I haven't eaten dinner. Let me tell you, I cooked vegetables yesterday for ugali. I haven't eaten ugali in a long time, so I cooked vegetables, but I ended up not cooking ugali. Yeah, I like nodules, you know, I like those stuff out there, but sometimes you just need to eat ugali. Okay guys, welcome to the live, good to see you all. My name is Wamboi. Thank you so much for tuning in. So I'm cooking ugali right here. You can see my water have boiled and now I'm just having fun with it. Can you date somebody for their potential? The same time you're asking, can a woman trust a man to provide for her? Spin, 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 spin. Spin, 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 spin. It's just funny how when I grew up, we would eat ugali every day or nearly every day, like the staple. Right now, I am so lucky because I honestly feel like ugali is so boring when you are eating alone. It needs to have company, okay? You need to be there with like a whole chicken having company. But when you are alone, it's like, wow. Of all the things you chose ugali, I like mine to be not dry, like wet. People say that Kikuyus don't know how to cook ugali. Welcome to the live. Are you prepared? Rina's Funun says, are you preparing those cakes? What do you call? No, I'm preparing ugali. I'm preparing ugali. You're gonna see the end result. I'm pretty sure you know what I'm preparing. Guys, how many of you have tried ugali? That's what I'm preparing. Okay, I'm about to flip the camera, so hold on. Let me flip the camera so you guys can see. So this is my ugali right here. Yes. Welcome to the live, guys. Like the live, share the love, sub the queen. So that's the cake that I'm preparing. Ugali. I like to make sure that it's well done. Ooh. Wow. So my ugali is ready, but still it's cooking. Welcome to the live, guys. We are talking about, can a woman trust a man to provide for her? We've seen situations where like women become so vulnerable to men who provide for them. It's like, and also unreliable. not to mention in the situations of separation or divorce, you put your career on hold for a man. But is it worth it to put your career on hold for somebody? Also, we're talking about, can you marry potential, okay? Can you date somebody who is unemployed, but you see their ambition, you see their potential? Can you do that? So that's what we're talking about, guys. You can like, subscribe. My good name is Wamboi. So, yes, feel at home, okay? So, I'm making ugali. So, we're gonna give it like 4 minutes to make sure it's like well cooked. And then we're gonna serve it. Guys, welcome to the live. My name is Wamboi. Good to see you all. You guys are at home. Like, subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Like everything. Do all of those things. We're talking about, can a woman trust a man to provide for her? Okay. We have seen so many situations where like the man takes advantage of the woman because he's providing. The man slaps the woman because he's providing. What is ugali? Is the white substance. Okay, is it white substance? This is ugali. Like, I just added some water. I added some water and then ugali flour. And then you let the water boil and then you just, you whip it, or like, it's like you're spinning it until until you have like a consistency, like you can see. So when you have the consistency, that's your ugali. So right now I'm waiting for it to cook. Oh, Kimani, continue enriching us. Tuned. Thank you, Kimani. So that's what ugali is. So I wanted to reach like consistency. Okay, it's already reached the consistency, but I really wanted to cook. Kimani, can a woman trust a man to provide for her? So that's the question of the day. Thank you so much for tuning in. So you see, after it's reached the consistency, I'm gonna flip it so that it can cook both sides, and then I'm gonna enjoy it with like with some greens. Guys, welcome to the live. My name is Wamboi. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm here cooking some ugali, but still we have a conversation going on. Can a woman trust a man to provide for her? And also there's a question that came up about like, would you date somebody without a job, but you can see their ambition and their potential? And I was saying that like, literally at this point, I don't want to be dating potential. I want to date somebody who's already there, because most of the time you're gonna build somebody, and then at the end of the day they just end up frustrating you. You'll build a man from the ground up, but then when he gets there, you're not his type no more. Okay, so let me know your opinions. So I'm cooking ugali here. Patrick the boy says, do you know how to mingle? Maybe, I don't know. Can you maybe teach me how to mingle? Because I don't know your idea of mingling. Maybe I know how to mingle according to me, but that might not be good enough for you. So at this point, the ugali is already smelling like cooked. Kiwani says, it all matters on consistency and trust, but nowadays ladies overturn the tables. Do they? But you know what? I feel like because men are so disrespectful, like, you know, you'll have a man providing for you and then he just feels like he can slap you left, right, center. He can tell you not to go to places. It's like the moment you're not paying bills in that house, then your freedom is gone. Okay, when you're outside, you're like, oh my god, I need to go tell this man where I was, you know, all that stuff. Johan says, you crazy. Yes, I am crazy. Thank you so much, Johan. Welcome to the live. My name is Wamboi. You know what, Johan? Thank you for saying that I'm crazy. That really helps me. Ezekiel Nadonya says, hey Wamboi, I'm from Kenya but now in Canada. Oh my god, how is Canada? How is the going? Guys, keep liking the live and subscribing. How is Canada? Like, you know, Canada is my like dream country. You know, Canada seems to be so cool and cold and calm. The people seems to be Oh my god, my ugali is Linus, Abraham, Gabriel. I'm trying to make sure that I don't skip your comments. That's why I'm looking at the laptop. Abraham Gabriel says, why are you always complaining about men? Like, I'm not complaining about men. You know what? You just need to maybe refresh or like go back so that you can see the context. We are not complaining. These topics come up. It's literally spontaneous. Linus Fununu says, one boy trust is rare, but these days the slogan is that you eat and be eaten. Wow. Okay, so hopefully you don't go you don't have any loss at the end of the day. Ezekiel Ndonya says it's so good. Okay, let me know where you guys are watching me from. And for your information, I'm not always complaining. Let me tell you, men love me. Okay, men like my channel. Actually, on my analytics, more 78% of the people watching my channel are men. Men like me, and they like this conversation because I give them a platform to talk about their experiences. But you know what? The reason that you may think that is because my context is from a woman's perspective. Because I cannot be giving a man's perspective while I'm not a man. Okay, what was in here? I need to clean this plate. Oh, maybe I'll clean it. Kimani says, Kimani says, but even women are good, but nowadays, women having no money, no power, some women will mistreat you. That's true. That is true. And that's why we asked the question, if your partner lost their job or their income, how long would you provide for them without getting tired? And the answer is, let me tell you, as a man, if you cannot provide, you're gonna be seeing dust. The woman is making more money than you. Honestly, you're gonna be seeing dust. Like, literally, it's not gonna be easy for you. I don't know, maybe because men are naturally providers. A man can literally provide for you without feeling any problem, but women have a problem with that. So, and that's why I say, there was a question about like, does the financial imbalance create a problem? I said it creates a problem when the woman is the one with the upper hand. But if the man is the one with the upper hand, the man is making the money, then there won't be any problems. But when it's the woman who is making a lot of money than the man, then there will be a problem, because then the woman is like, oh my God, I'm providing for you. You know, I know us, we women, how we can be. So, ooh, I do agree with you 100%. I don't know at what are you supposed to be eating dinner? So, Mary Wamboy. Hey Wamboy, I'm from Nyandarua, Boyman. Oh wow, interesting. Good to see you. Oh my God, I'm flipping the ugali. What the heck? What? The ugali is not coming out on its own. Okay, so now the ugali is ready, guys. So we are still on the conversation. Can a woman trust? Can a woman trust a man to provide for her? Can you trust that? So that's the question of the day. Oh, that's what we've been talking about. You can bring up any random thing. You can say, hey, let me know where you're watching me from. My name is Wamboy. Thank you so much, you guys, for tuning in. Honestly, I do appreciate you all. Yes. So, let me put away the flour. Yes, guys. Like the live, guys. Like the live, share the love, sub the queen. My name is Wamboy. Thank you guys, for being here. Oh my God. So, I'm folding. Yeah. So, when we were talking about the provision, okay, when it's the woman with the upper hand, then we have a problem. But if it's the man with the upper hand, it's literally okay. But that's where the question comes in. Can you trust for somebody to provide for you? So, Okay, still now my ugali is ready. It's been a while before I ate ugali, so now I'm gonna be warming up my greens. I had cooked them yesterday, so that's what we are making ready. Okay. Okay, now. Okay, now I'm warming up the greens. You guys, let me know how's the weather where you are at. I'm gonna be doing a 48 hours live very soon, but I literally don't have the dates. I don't know when I'm gonna be doing that, but maybe very soon. I'm gonna be doing the 48 hours live. Oh my god, like the 24 hours almost killed me, but you cannot quit. You cannot quit. You literally have to keep going. You do have to keep going. So, I'm warming up the thing. And guys, don't leave before you see the end result, okay? Let me prepare the presentation of my meal. So, have my plate right here. Guys, welcome to the live. Good to see you all. Guys, like, subscribe, share, comment. My name is Wamboy. Good to see you all. So I'm warming up. I just cooked ugali. I'm warming up some greens. And also still we have our topic of the day. Can a woman trust a man to provide for her? Okay. So you guys, you can share your opinions. Let me know where you're watching me from. Okay, and I'm about to show you my dinner, okay? I don't know at what hour do you eat dinner, or what hour is too late to have dinner. Because me personally, you'll find me in the middle of the night for absolutely no reason having dinner. Okay? Ooh. A plate served with love. See? Wow. Yes, Lord. Let me not serve all of it. I literally know that. So see? Wow. And then, hey, you guys are not ready for this plate. Magical plate, guys. Welcome to the live. What the heck? Ooh. My ugali is stuck inside the pot. How do I remove it? What? Wow. Welcome to the live, guys. Welcome to the live. Good to see you all. Wow. Okay. The ugali didn't come out the best, okay? Maybe I'm not the best cook for ugali. So see? Wow. It's hot. Okay, and now I have my avocado here. I literally bought this yesterday. You know when you're living alone. So, ooh, what the? When you're living alone, sometimes it's like you can buy something and nobody eats it for a whole long time. Lewis! Aha, Kimani says looks delicious. Thank you. Okay, you guys are invited. You guys are invited. Okay, Lewis, what's scary? What happened? Oh, wow. Ah, dang. Hello, hello. Welcome to the building. Welcome to the building, Lewis. We are talking about, can a woman trust a man to provide for her? Can a woman trust a man to provide for her? And you know where that is stemming from. Okay, so let me know your thoughts, Lewis, and everybody joining in. So look at what we are looking at. Oh, share supper and send money. You guys send money. I can share supper, but you send money. Okay. See, look at that. Delicious. So, Chef Wamboy in the building. Ah. Wow. I want it to be like the ones that I normally see on hotels. You guys. Oh, oh my god, it fell down! I'm picking it up. Okay? What? What the hell? Okay, it didn't fall on the floor, but it fell. Cindy Van de Venter says heal money. What does that mean? God. So, welcome to the live, guys. Let me show you my plate. Ooh. Just eat the food. Some people can't eat. You know, honestly, I don't think that that shouldn't stop you, because even if it stops you, there's nothing you can do about it. Okay, so I do the serenity prayer, like, oh God, help me to focus on the things that I can change, and the knowledge to know the difference, because some of these things, like, they have nothing to do with you. So look at that. It's not like a 5-star meal, but it's at least 3-star. So that's the dinner right there, guys. That's the dinner right there. Ooh, wow. Smoky hot. Okay, it's hot. Oh my God, sometimes I'm so unbelievable sometimes. Okay, now. Okay, I just use, oh, wow. Okay, yeah, it's okay. And I'm also joking, you know? I'm also joking. Okay, egg, it's too much. It's not too much. This is not egg. This is cabbage, spinach, and kales. There's no eggs. Mm. Mm. Lewis. Guys, do you know the prices of eggs? Let me tell you, yesterday I was at the supermarket. The prices of eggs have skyrocketed. One egg is going for 20 Kenya shillings. And it's usually like 10 shilling, 12. The price have literally skyrocketed. I don't know if the price of the eggs have skyrocketed where you are from. Oh. Mm-mm. Mm. Lewis says, that's not bad as an egg farmer. One layer egg is 20. And one local kienyeji is also 20. No, here the kienyeji eggs is 25. But the surprising part, these broiler eggs for 20 shillings, I don't think it's worth it. Like, it's supposed to be somewhere 15. Because, yeah, I'm also an egg farmer. I have chicken, so... Patrick the sweet boy says, come to Uganda, it's cheap. How much for one egg in Uganda? In Ugandan shilling. So this meal, I literally paid how much? 60 shillings. For the vegetables, 30 shillings. But remember, this is the same vegetable that I ate yesterday. So which means 15 shillings. And then for the avocado, 30 shillings. So the whole meal, the whole meal is like less than $1, and it's healthy. Greens, but it doesn't have protein. Marion Devian says hi. Patrick the sweet boy says an egg goes for 500 Ugandan shillings. I need to convert that. Because I know Kenyan shilling is really strong compared to Ugandan shilling. Oh, the heck. $500 Ugandan shillings to Kenya shillings. Lewis says, if you feel eating is too expensive, just become a farmer. Never stop farming. Oh, wow. Yeah. You know what? Literally, I think you guys should look at the video. I was on our farm on Thursday, and I did a video showing you guys. We plant everything there, from vegetables. We have our own chicken. We have our own borehole, like we don't buy any water. Literally everything that you would think about. But the way we come out here in the cities and start buying everything is literally ridiculous. Lewis says, okay. Oh, I was about to convert 500 Ugandan shillings. 500 Ugandan shillings. 500 Ugandan shilling. Ugandan. Wow, 17. 500 Ugandan shilling is equal to 17 Kenya shillings. Wow. You know what? I should come with 1,000 to Uganda and I'll have almost 10,000 Ugandan shilling. Wow. God, you guys' money is weak. Cab Caleb says nipe number. You can look for my details on my YouTube thing. Wow, you guys, welcome to the live. God, can you imagine 500 Ugandan shillings is equal to 17 Kenya shilling? Like, I just wonder what if you come over there with $1? You would literally be a billionaire when you convert your money. Okay. Ugh. Which means this meal is like 1,000 Ugandan shillings. Wow. Welcome to the live, guys. My name is Wamboi. Thank you so much for tuning in. Literally, feel at home. Like, comment, subscribe. I did post a video today talking about literally, it's a really interesting video, a tour of a resort that I was at. Guys, interact with that video, like, comment, and actually it won't be a chore for you. You will like it. This food is so good. Patrick, hello Patrick, good to see you. Welcome to the live. So we were talking about, the topic of the day have been, can a woman trust a man to provide for her? Ifuma Chris says, hi, I'm Richmond. Welcome. Where are you from, Richmond? Good to see you. How are you doing? Guys, like the live. If you're watching the video and you haven't liked, please, like, subscribe. Ifuma Chisom Richmond says, how are you? I'm good. Where are you watching me from? Good to see you. So I'm here. Oh, but you can call me Richie. Okay, hey Richie. Hi. Good to see you. Welcome to the live. Oh, Abuja. I'm gonna visit Nigeria someday. Oh, is Lagos not the capital of Nigeria? I thought Lagos was the capital of Nigeria. Wow. Really visiting. Yeah. When I start traveling, Smitty says, help me. How can I help you, Smitty? Welcome to the live. Rich says, nope, Abuja is the capital now. Lagos was before. Oh, wow. This whole time, if you would have asked me, I think I need to go back to reading history. Nyakudi Muteta says, what are you eating? I'm eating ugali, I'm eating avocado, and I'm having some greens. Smitty Smith says, I'm in London in the hood with no way out. Oh my God, I wish I could help you, because also me, I'm trying to get myself out of a situation. That's why I'm here live, okay? You know, it's good to be honest, but literally I wish I could help you. Oh my God. I don't know what to tell you, but I'm really sorry for that situation. Guess you're Kenyan. Yes, I am Kenyan. I'm Kenyan, guys. I was born and raised in Kenya, in somewhere in Nyahururu. Yes, so that's where I was born and raised. Yeah, my childhood. How was my childhood? My childhood was just full of playing. Like I grew up in a village. Guys, you can watch that video from my village, life in an African village. I grew up in a village, so life was just lifing. Like it was, we were just having fun, even though it wasn't the best experience, not the best type of life. whatsoever, but it was a good life, like with no worries, no stress. And then I went to high school, a boarding school, and then after that I joined university. So literally I have a degree. Yeah, so that's who I am. I can't believe that I'm about to finish dinner right here on the live, which is great. If you must, oh, Richard, you said, oh, you told me to call you Rich. I so much loved Kenya. I had a girlfriend from Kenya. We were in a distance relationship, but she broke my heart. Oh, her name is Jessie. Oh my God. Hope you will find another Jessie in future. Okay. Yeah, I think Kenyan people, we are great. We are great. P Diddy. Oh my God, P Diddy. Are you kidding me? Like, we have P Diddy on my live. Hey, you P Diddy. God, you guys play too much. Oh, welcome, guys. Peter. Peter Kelly says hi. Hi, Peter. Good to see you. Welcome to the live. P Diddy. Guys, we have P Diddy in my live, okay? That's a big deal. P Diddy says, I'm sorry if I take long to reply. The network is bad here in prison. Oh my God, you guys play too much. I think I'm not gonna tell anyone that I've heard from you. Okay. Ugali is a Kenyan dish, and then avocado and some greens. So that's my dinner for the day. So guys, how are you guys doing? Welcome to the live. My name is Wamboi. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. So we normally hang out every day, Monday through Thursday, 5 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. You can always convert that to your local time, and you will find out at what hour am I live. Rich says, it's okay. I understand her situation. She had to travel to Qatar to work, so we lost communication. But I missed her mom so much because she showered me with excess love and prayers. Oh, I hope you guys find your way back to each other. Okay, it's little easy. You know what? Sometimes you have to forego love to chase your dreams, and as heartbreaking as that sounds, because honestly at the end of the day you guys are not gonna eat love. So I see that. I see why. Because sometimes love is not enough. You need more than love, maybe. Okay, but you guys, maybe one day you're gonna find your way back to each other. Yes, because honestly I also have been in such a position where I'm like, you know what, to find if Rich says to find her again, is that even possible? Yes, it is possible. If you don't give up, and if maybe she hasn't found love or she hasn't found any other person, why not? PDD says, take care and have a good stream. Hope your channel finds success in the days to come. Stay blessed. Thank you. I hope it does. Okay. Patrick, have a good day. Rich says, so what's your name, please? My name is Wamboi. Just the way you see the name on the screen. That's my name. My real name, actually. Yeah, that's my real name. My name is Wamboi. I don't know if you guys can pronounce that. Mm-hmm. Mm. Wow. Moving wheels. Wow. Hello, Amboy. Hello to you, moving wheels. Guys, when you join in, like, okay? Subscribe. Let us enjoy each other's company, okay? We are having dinner right here. And our topic for the day have been, can a woman trust a man to provide for her? Can a woman trust a man to provide for her? Rich says, it's been 2 years now. Sure, she's moved on now. And guess I need to move on too. Okay? You know, sometimes, you know what? The only way you can move on is just by falling in love with another person. That's how you can move on. Because every time that you stay without meeting another person, you cannot, because the experiences that you're gonna remember is the ones that you had with that person. Rich says, cool, nice name. Yeah, I can pronounce it. So tell me, how is Kenya? Hope it's cool and peaceful. Oh, it's peaceful. We've been having floods for the whole of, okay, for almost the whole of last week. We had floods that like even killed people in Nairobi. It's cool, cold. It's cold at the moment. Very cold. So guys, welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Good to see you all. Malakwen Kiro says good luck. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you guys. If you join in, let me know where you're watching me from. My name is Wamboy. The meal is too good to be true. Where are you? In Kenya? Wow. Rich says it's all good. As for your topic, I'd like to shed a little light to it. Do it. I'm gonna read it. And also, is Nigeria all year hot? Like, is it just consistently hot? Ooh. Let me tell you, I am so full. So full. Yes, that's when you know, like, you're feeling good. You've eaten, you've done your job. Okay. Okay. So I think the conclusion to our topic, can a woman trust a man? Okay, let me read this thing. Yeah, the woman can depend on her man to provide for her, because as a man, before you plan on getting married, you must have had to lay down plans for that. Okay, but you know what, the reason we asked this question was because, yes, men say that their women can depend on them. Oh, we've seen women depend on their men. Okay, that happens every other day. Men are naturally providers, but the problem comes in that, like, this person is want to take control of you. Like, they want to control you. Your financial freedom is gone. They want to hit you at every chance they get. You can't go nowhere without telling them. Not also, talk about the disrespect that comes with, like, somebody providing for you. The way they tell, like, literally, when somebody provides for you sometimes, and especially we've seen men do that, they literally control you. So that's where the question stemmed out from. Can a woman trust a man to provide for her? Like, can I trust that, like, if you provide for me, you're gonna be respectful, you know, and also having somebody provide for you, you putting your career on hold. Also, that's another type of vulnerability that you're exposing right there. Like, you're being vulnerable by allowing somebody to provide for you. You're literally being vulnerable. So that's when the question came in: can you trust someone to provide for you? So Rich says, but at the same time, the woman must make sure she is not just a housewife. Because in a situation he loses his job, the woman can actually support the family. Okay, not to mention, if you guys, okay, that's not the prayer, but when you guys separate, you need to have, I think, you need to have something to fall back on. And if you don't have that, then that's a problem. That's where this question stemmed from. And I think from the back and forth that I've had with different people on this topic, I think you literally can, okay? But literally, the woman needs to be educated. She needs to be able to stand by herself. She needs to be able to, like, in case something bad happens, because when you're allowing somebody to be providing for you, it's just, that's vulnerability right there. You're vulnerable. Like, you're literally vulnerable. So men need to prove to their women that they can provide without having expectation, without demanding. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Rich says, and also support her husband while he looks for another work. Okay. Yeah, yes, there's that. There's that. And I see that, and I see that. So I think the conclusion, yes, they can. A woman can trust a man to provide for her. But then at the same time, she need to have her own backup plans. She need to be able to show up for herself. You know what I'm saying? Yes, yes. So we think we have come to the end of the live, guys. 2 hours. We normally do 2 hours every day, Monday through Thursday, not Monday through Friday, Monday through Thursday, 5 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Convert that to your local time, and you're always gonna be finding me here. So you guys, I'm gonna see you tomorrow. You guys have a great day, have a great evening, have a good afternoon, have a good night from wherever you're watching me from. So I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow, same time. We'll come back with a great topic. You guys look for me. Interact with my videos. I have great videos, you guys. Interact with them so that really helps me out, to really be honest with you. So Rich says, yes, she needs to be educated and industrious and make sure she has skills too. Besides, she's also a human being, so she shouldn't be limited to being a housewife alone. And that's it right there. Literally, say that for Nancy at the back. That's it right there. She can depend on a man for provision, but you need to be educated, you need to be industrious, you need to have skills, not because you need them, because, like, you can have skills and never use them. Okay, you can be able to do something but never do it, but you need to know that you need to know that, like, you have something that you can fall back on. So I think that's it right there. That's our summarization. Yeah, she shouldn't be limited, she shouldn't be closed, you know. Guys, let's have one person like the live and we can end the live on a high note. Aka AF2Y says hi. Uh-huh. Rich says she has dreams, ambitions, and career. That's it right there. That's it. A woman need to have that. We need to be industrial. We shouldn't put our dreams and our goals on hold for anybody, because we also deserve the best. We are also human beings. We also have our own goals. We also have our own families that we would like to support, guys. Okay, guys, like. AKA F2 says, I'm Alwande. Wow, interesting. Where are you from, Alwande? Good to see you. Welcome to the live. DK Nyakundi says hello. Hello, Duke. Good to see you. Welcome to the live, guys. Welcome. Guys, like, subscribe. My name is Wombo. You guys are joining towards the end of my show. And you guys, I normally go live every day, 5 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. You can always be looking for me. We normally have fire topics right here. But you know what? I'm still gonna end my show at the exact same time that I was supposed to end the show. But you guys, I'm gonna promise to show up tomorrow again and again and again. You guys, we're gonna become a family right here. We're gonna create our own family. Rich says, well, nice to meet you. Pleasure. Oh, pleasure. It's pleasure. I understand your topic very well, and it's interesting. It's good. You know what? I wish you came in when we started, because I think we would have had a lot to talk about. Maybe I'll bring it up some other time. DK Nyakundi says, I'm a lady, but I'm dying slowly. Please help me. Why? What's going on? What's going on? Okay, maybe if you can type your situation real quick. Okay, you know, I know it's not easy to be a lady, it's not easy to be, there's so many things that we face, but also it's not easy to be a man. Masereka Wilson says, how are you? I'm good. I'm good, Masereka. Good to see you. Wow. How are you doing? My marriage is on danger, lady. Okay, is it endangering you? Like, is it endangering you? Are you going through something? Is somebody hitting you? Tell us, let us know, because maybe maybe someone has some advice or something they could tell you. Your marriage is on danger. Okay, I literally am waiting for you. Okay, first of all, I need to clarify. I'm not married, so, but I've been in relationships and I'm engaged, so I might not be the best person for advice. Uh-huh. So you guys, I'm doing great. Maybe I think maybe Nyakundi left. Says, yeah, I don't know what to do because I'm trying, but it's not working. If you're trying, you're giving it your all. First of all, me personally, what I would say, or me from my view, you can work on the marriage, you can make it work, but as if there is hitting, just leave. If somebody is hitting you, just leave. So I think that's just my summarization. It's gonna work. Maybe pray for it. Maybe I don't know what you can do about it, but don't allow nobody to hit you. You are when you allow somebody to hit you, that messes up with your confidence. So don't allow that to happen to you. Those are so that's for me. That's usually like my thing. Um, okay, whatever you're going through, don't allow anybody to hit you. Any other thing you can work through. I hope you get over whatever is going on. I hope your marriage thrives. Uh, ask her if she has kids in the marriage. Do you have kids? Nyakundi, do you have kids in the marriage? Somebody wanna know that. The thing is, like me personally, we, let me tell you, ladies go through a lot. Okay, that's why sometimes I defend the ladies too much and the men in the chat come for me. Says, I'm a mother of 3 kids, but I was married once and this is my second marriage. So I'm pissed off with marriage. Wow. Okay, did you bring children from another marriage? Oh, so sorry for being so inquisitive, because, okay, maybe if this is the channel where you can talk out, okay? I'm a mother of 3 kids, but I was married once and this is my second marriage, so I'm pissed off with marriage, okay? Hope nobody hits you. That's my biggest thing. Oh, that's the big thing here at I Am One Boy. We have this big thing where, like, if anything is going on, don't allow nobody to be hitting you. That's it, guys. Welcome to the live, guys. My name is Wamboy. Good to see you all. And so I'm still waiting for you, Nyakundi, to type. I normally end my live right at 2 hours, but I can't just sit here and ignore, because I'll always wonder. Maybe we would have talked. Actually, you know what? Let me sit down. Oof. Hussein Muhammad Sadao. Hi. Are you still typing? Guys, welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. My name is Wamboy. Good to see you all. Like, subscribe. Okay. Uh-huh. Do Kenya says, my name is Deborah. I have tried to quit from my first marriage because he was violent with swords, and this one he's also violent. You can't ask any question to him. You know what? I really know it's hard. It's hard, especially when you have kids. You're wondering where do you go. But honestly, my thing is just go home. Don't allow no one to hit you. I think that messes up with your confidence. Okay. I think on this channel I've given the story of, like, I grew up in a village where, like, men used to be so violent to their women. And it was so common to hear the neighbor's wife crying or screaming. But I didn't like that at all, and I literally don't even like it up to date. So do you think you can leave? Maybe you can go home, you can go someplace to a friend, you know, because the violence is not helping. Because think about how it might end up when you live with the children. You might end up saving them, okay? You stay in the marriage, somebody is being violent, they might end up taking your life and your children are left alone, okay? So I don't know what you will prefer or what you'll do at the end of it, or the decision lies in your hands, but I hope you feel like you had somebody to talk to, okay? I don't condone violence, okay? That's actually, that's the thing, and that's the thing we were talking right here about financial independence for the ladies. uh because when you have something to fall back on, you can come and go as you please. Uh-huh. Deborah says he even sleeps outside. My small kid, he's sick now because of loitering outside with women. I have worked a lot of hospital trying to help the kid, but it's not working. Oh my god, I am so sorry for what you're going through. I wish I could help, or I wish I had a huge platform. uh, yeah. Oh my god, oh my god, is there anything else that you'd like to say? And you know, you can always report somebody who's being violent, and maybe the county think they will be helpful or anything. Okay, guys, we are coming to the end of the live. Actually, I was supposed to end 10 minutes ago, but uh, yeah. Yeah, so I think my huge thing is literally, maybe you just need to go back home. Maybe that's, I don't know. I have never been married. I don't know how it feels like. But I have been in situations where, like, people that I love, they are being mistreated, they are being fought, they're being beaten. I have never thought that's cool. I think that's really uh what is it called? uh it messes up with your confidence. It does. So I hope you find your place, Nyakundi. Duke Nyakundi. Hope you find your place, hope you find your solutions. I don't know if I end this life, you're still gonna be sending something out there, and okay. So I think we are gonna end the live right here. I hope you will find the help that you need. I normally go live every day, 5 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, which is 8 p.m. Kenyan time. You can always come back if you still wanna have people to talk to. Maybe tomorrow we'll have a huge crowd and they can talk to you. Okay, says Nyakundi says we can talk tomorrow. Okay, maybe you can be looking for me 5 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time, which is 8 p.m. Kenyan time. Oh, we had a time change in California. So it's 8 a.m. California time. I don't know if the time changed in London, okay, or whatever. So you guys, I'm gonna see you guys on another live tomorrow. I hope you, Nyakundu, will be fine, and hope you will show up to tell us if you're doing fine. So you guys, I wanna say goodbye to you all. I'll see you tomorrow, and have a nice day, have a good night, have a good evening. Enjoy yourself, and yes, love yourself even more. Take care of yourself, and I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow. Okay, bye bye.